Hi everyone, and thank you for tuning in to watch this video. My name is Debbie and I am from Spill the Tea Leaf Readings and more. In this video, I'm going to show you some self-love tarot spreads. For anyone new to these videos, the cards I'll be showing you are just examples and I'm not reading for an actual person. It's all in service of showing you what the tarot can do for you. And of course, if you like what you see, let me know, subscribe, and maybe even get a reading with me. If that is something you're interested in, you can email me at info@spillthetealeaf.com. Our first spread is a 4 card spread, and the first one to be called the Self Love Tarot Spread. This particular one is from interrobangtarot.com. I usually start with the smaller spreads and then work our way up to the bigger ones. All of our spreads today are medium sized, but we are still starting with our smallest one. For our first card, we have the Nine of Cups, a card of comfort and satisfaction. I like to think of this as the Zaftig card. Anyone who speaks Yiddish or has eaten at a certain restaurant in the Boston area knows what I mean. Turning this into something about oneself to love um, makes me just think that you are a happy go lucky person who is all you need in life. Definitely worth loving and celebrating. Our next 2 cards are reversed majors. First, the moon reversed. This is saying that you can be more patient with yourself when it comes to facing your fears. Remember that it's okay and normal to be afraid. Give yourself some grace as you build yourself up for what's coming. You can be kinder to yourself by not being so down on yourself. The sun reverse can be a bummer, but that doesn't mean you need to treat yourself that way. And finally, we have the Eight of Wands, a card of action and movement. To foster a better relationship with yourself, you have to want to have a better relationship with yourself. You have to make the time to take yourself out, whether it's for a hike or a meal. Spend some time alone with yourself doing something, just as you would with someone else you were getting to know better. Next up is the Self Worth Tarot Spread, and this is from Emerald Lotus. How you see yourself is the Empress, which makes me think of someone maternal, whether a mother or not, someone who has a quiet confidence. How you speak to yourself is the Five of Cups reversed. When reversed, this could signify a person who is disappointed in themselves, which would mean some negative self talk in this position. You're constantly judging yourself and asking, why can't I be better? Rather than giving yourself the encouragement of, I can be better. You can remind yourself that you are worthy by being kind to yourself. That's the Queen of Cups. Sometimes I see this card with the queen holding a mirror. Um, with the Empress in the first position, I would say that this queen is also here to remind you that you already know you are awesome, so don't doubt yourself. How can I practice loving myself is the Two of Swords reversed. This is someone who thinks too much and stops themselves from taking action. So you can practice loving yourself by not thinking as much, which plays into the negative self talk. And how can you admire your beauty? That is the King of Swords, someone confident, smart, and strategic. I would recommend journaling about all the things you do right, kind of like a gratitude journal, but instead using a prompt like, today I did blank really well, or I accomplished my goals today at work. Here is another 5 card spread. This one is from Around the Cauldron and is the How Can I Love Myself spread. How are you really is the Queen of Swords. You are good, but always on guard, ready to strike someone down who tries to pull the wool over your eyes. You are amazing at the Nine of Swords. A part of me wants to say that you are amazing at having insomnia, but I don't actually think this is what the card is saying. I think this is saying that you are amazing at really thinking things through and looking at things from every possible angle. This is really good, except when you can't turn your mind off. Your purpose right now is the Nine of Pentacles, so it is time to enjoy all that you have worked for. But the Seven of Wands is getting in your way. This plays into that first card really well. You aren't able to let things go. You're always in defense mode, which must be exhausting. And finally, you can best love yourself right now by allowing yourself to look ahead to the future and make new plans for yourself so that you can follow your dreams. Incandescent Tarot brings us our next spread. This is the last of our 5 card spreads and is the In Bloom Tarot spread. Our first card in this example is the Two of Wands reversed. So your central truth is that you aren't good at figuring out what to do with yourself. So it's time to focus on making plans. You draw your energy and support from the Four of Swords, from resting and relaxing and reflection. Yes, meditate and then make plans. Your closest ally is the Six of Pentacles. Now, I don't usually think of non-court cards as people, but based on the positioning, I'm going to say that this person is someone very generous who is always there to help you up, and someone who you would probably do the same for. Now, this sounds like, any old best friend, but it could be a parent, a sibling, or a coworker that you share a great bond with as well. What to draw into your life to bring you to the next level is the Three of Swords reversed. This is a card of healing, of recovery, so it's time to let yourself move on from whatever heartache or grief is holding you back. Not to get over it, but to move on from it, to let yourself move on from it. Our last card here is the Knight of Swords, lots of swords here. This is the card of action, so it's time to take charge for your life rather than watch it pass you by. You may draw your energy from resting, but if that's all you do, nothing will get done. So it's time to move. Up next is another tarot spread called Self Love. And this 6 card spread is from I can never say this, I apologize. Labyrinthos, I think. You're going to start to notice some similar sounding questions. One great thing about tarot is that you can always create your own spread, and sometimes that can be done simply by picking and choosing the questions you like from similar spreads to create the one that suits you best. Okay, why are you amazing? The Eight of Swords reverse is telling me that you've been able to free yourself from mind games and judgments and just be you, which really is amazing. A past accomplishment is Three of Cups, which is a celebratory card. For me, this speaks to having a full life with friends and family. I think we all take this for granted. In and of itself, this can be an accomplishment. The Fool is what you bring to others. You bring the fun, the kind of fun that allows you and your people to try new things and go on adventures. Almost a fearlessness. Your skills and talents are the Eight of Pentacles reversed. This tells me that once you have something figured out, you can do it over and over and over again. For some, they have to keep relearning or they get bored easily. You were good at getting into the rhythm of it. The Magician is an interesting card for why you feel down about yourself. He has all the tools at his disposal. He can manifest things. This is usually positive. I think this is trying to tell us that you feel guilty for being so talented. Maybe there are things that come so easily to you that they don't even feel like talents, and you try to hide that part of yourself from others. And finally, Temperance reversed is our last card for this spread. You should show yourself love by allowing yourself to shine, but not getting boastful about it. It seems, based on the first card, that you're already well on your way. You just need to get rid of any residual guilt. This 7 card spread from Emerald Lotus has a familiar title. It does also have a subtitle, which I appreciate, Learning to Honor Yourself. Right off the bat, I'm noticing some patterns here. The top row is all minor arcana with 3 out of 4 suits being represented, and the bottom row is all major arcana. I always love finding patterns. Okay, card 1 is the 4 of Cups reversed. You see yourself as someone unworthy of attention. The 10 of Pentacles reversed is showing that you don't prioritize your own needs because you're trying so hard to provide for others. Our third card is the Ace of Swords reversed, usually a card that signals a lack of clarity. Here, though, it is saying that you can show yourself that you are worthy by not trying to find a reason, just by believing that you are. Hard, yes, but harder when you are constantly trying to measure yourself against the world. You can be more authentic by figuring out what works for you and what doesn't. Stop doing what no longer works, what no longer fits. That's a Hierophant. The High Priestess reverse is something you need to let go of. She is here to tell you that being secretive, hiding yourself from the world is not what you should be doing anymore. The Lovers is something you need to acknowledge. Because this is a self-love spread, I'm going to go with the most obvious thing here. You need to acknowledge that you are loved and are worth loving. And a message from your spirit guides is the Seven of Swords. This card can be about betrayal, so I'm thinking your spirit guides are warning you that not everyone in your life has your best interest at heart. Those that don't enjoy your lack of self-love, so you need to root them out of your life. This is our last self-love spread, and this once again has a familiar name, but also a subtitle to help differentiate it from the others. So this one is To Raise Your Vibration, and it is from Intuitive Souls. This is our largest spread for today, and it's only 8 cards. So our first card is the Two of Cups. What you're feeling right now is loved in a partnership or relationship that you're experiencing. That's great. What you should be proud of is the Three of Wands. You are not afraid to put yourself out there and try new things, or even to drastically change your life. The World card is telling you that you should honor yourself today by enjoying how you got where you are and reveling in all that you've accomplished in your life up to this point. You should be grateful for the Seven of Pentacles. This is a little similar in that this person, the person in this card, is taking a break to appreciate how far he's gotten. So you should be grateful for all the work you put in this far while still acknowledging that you're not done yet. The Page of Pentacles is something you can be doing better. So it's time to actually try looking for those opportunities that will get you where you want to go. Up until now, you may have been winning the game of life, but you've been playing it safe. The Queen of Wands is something you're neglecting. I can interpret this a couple of ways. One, if this isn't a person, this is telling me that you're not being social enough, that you're too wrapped up in your world and are a little closed off. If this were representing a person, I would say that you're missing a cheerleader in your life to remind you of how awesome you are and to help steer you towards your passions. But really, if you go with the first interpretation, it could still tie into the second. If you're not out there mixing and mingling, you're missing out on befriending the Queen of Wands. You can soothe your emotions through the Page of Wands. This is telling me that you need a passion project, something that gives you a sense of adventure, sparks your curiosity. The Ace of Cups reverse is how you can raise your vibration. Allow your emotions to guide you more. Right now, they are building up and are likely to explode out. Find a way to express yourself more and let the emotions trickle out and become part of your being rather than something you try to hide. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed learning these spreads and I hope you practice self love for yourself. If you are interested in getting a reading, please email me at info@spillthetealeaf.com. In my next video, I'll highlight a different type of spread, and I do hope you join me for that. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and comment below if you want me to cover something specific sooner rather than later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a wonderful day.